It's a hard day and it could get harder, but right now I feel really, really good. Okay, so here's a quick update. It is now the morning of day 2. I've been fasting, water fasting for 36, actually about 38 hours, and I actually slept really well. I was able to fall asleep pretty easily last night. I didn't feel hungry. I think a lot of people are worried that on that first day that since you do have some hunger pangs, that maybe those hunger pangs are going to keep you up and not allow you to sleep at night. But I fell asleep with no problem and actually slept really deeply last night. It was a good rest. And I know I don't look that great this morning, but I'm not making myself beautiful during this time because we're not really doing anything. So we did get up this morning and I drank a bunch of water. I had a little bit of a headache, and I think that was actually more due to the fact that last night it rained here, and so sometimes that kind of makes my sinuses get swollen, and so I had a little bit of a headache. But then when I got up and drank water, I was fine. We took our dogs for a short, probably 10-minute walk, so I did get a little bit of light exercise in, and I feel great. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I don't feel hungry right now. Usually day 2 is the hardest day for me because it's the day where you fasted the longest before that mechanism in your brain shuts off that tells you that you're not hungry. So it's a hard day and it could get harder. But right now I feel really, really good. I don't think I mentioned this in my last video, but I mentioned it on my Facebook page that when I run, a lot of times I get sweaty under my breasts. That's normal for women. And sometimes I get kind of a red area there, and that's probably just due to an increase in yeast in the body because yeast thrives in warmer areas. I know this might be TMI, but that's just a lot of you guys can identify with this. So I had like 2 little red areas under my breasts, and they're almost gone already because when you're not eating any carbohydrates or any sugars or any fruit sugars or anything like that, you're not feeding any yeast, and so then eventually that goes away. So what I've always noticed is even though I have really clear skin on my face and on my body, when I exercise, sometimes my skin gets either dry in areas or it gets red in areas, especially under my stomach flap where I lost a lot of weight, or under my breasts where obviously I have, larger breasts, so they're hanging and causing it to be hot under there. So fasting actually helps that tremendously. It helps a lot of skin issues. If you have eczema or if you have other, acne, other types of skin issues, fasting is supposed to work really, really well for that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll check in later tonight and let you know how the end of day 2 is going.